Project Overview. Data's true power is its ability to definitively answer questions. So, let's take what you've learned about Python requests, APIs, and JSON traversals to answer a fundamental question. What is the weather like as we approach the equator? Now, we know what you may be thinking. That's obvious. It gets hotter. But if pressed for more information, how would you prove that? Instructions. This activity is broken down into two deliverables, WeatherPy and VacationPy. Part 1, WeatherPy. In this deliverable, you'll create a Python script to visualize the weather of over 500 cities of varying distances from the equator. You'll use the CityPy Python library, the OpenWeatherMap API, and your problem-solving skills to create a representative model of weather across cities. For this part, you'll use the WeatherPy Jupyter notebook provided in the starter code zip file. The starter code will guide you through the process of using your Python coding skills to develop a solution to address the required functionalities. To get started, the code required to generate random geographic coordinates and the nearest city to each latitude and longitude combination is provided. Part 2, VacationPy. In this deliverable, you'll use your weather data skills to plan future vacations. Also, you'll use Jupyter Notebooks, the GeoViews Python library, and the GeoAppify API. The code needed to import the required libraries and load the CSV file with the weather and coordinates data for each city created in Part 1 is provided to help you get started. Your main tasks will be to use the GeoAppify API and the GeoViews Python library and employ your Python skills to create map visualizations. Temperature versus latitude linear regression plot. Discussion about the linear relationship. Our value correlation coefficient. Value, minus 0.68 for the northern hemisphere. This is a negative number close to 1, indicating a strong negative correlation between the latitude and maximum temperature. In simpler terms, as the values of latitude increase, the values of max temp tend to decrease as well. As latitudes increase, moving away from the equator towards the North Pole, the maximum temperatures tend to decrease as well. This again aligns with our expectation of colder temperatures at higher latitudes. Value, 0.79 for the southern hemisphere. This is a positive number close to 1, indicating a strong positive correlation between the latitude and maximum temperature. In simpler terms, as the values of latitude increase, the values of max temp tend to increase as well. As latitudes increase, moving away from the equator towards the South Pole, the maximum temperatures tend to increase as well. This aligns with our general understanding that the equator is typically warmer than the poles.